What's up, everyone? I will totally admit it, I totally messed up. These vlogs were supposed to be daily and they haven't been. I had the hardest time finding places to plug in my computer so that I could edit and upload things, and it just became not really worth it. There wasn't a lot of content on the way down. North of San Francisco, there's not a whole lot of car culture. Or what you would call car culture. I didn't see hardly any car people. We did end up meeting up in Concord with Luke and a bunch of his friends. It was really cool to meet some car people. I'm currently just south of Capitola. I actually did go to Nevada County, which is where I'm gonna be living, to work for a couple days, but it's the weekend. So we are spending this weekend going south. We've seen north of San Francisco, it's time to go south. So, I hung out in Santa Cruz last night. It was awesome. I actually met another guy in Santa Cruz with a fender mirrored Miata, which was great. His name was Norton, and he is super awesome. He's a fab guy, so we might actually be making some videos in the future with him. He's wanting to start a YouTube channel, so I'm gonna try and help him out. And he's gonna try and teach me some fab stuff in exchange for teaching him some camera things. So, that said, today we're just kind of wandering south. I am dying to go to a beach just to hang out near the water because I hate being inland, and I literally just, the instant I could, I drove straight to the coast. So I stayed in Santa Cruz last night, and we are going south today. I don't really know where, but there have been some amazing cars I've seen so far, including a fender mirrored Miata, and there have been several exotics and such, and a lot of classics, which is what I'm really happy about. I love seeing classic cars still on the road. So I think we're gonna wander south today, see what else we find. We might find some good spots for the Miata. Notice that all of my random crap is out of this car. All we're down to is my camera stuff, my Ronin, my backpack, and a sleeping bag and a cooler, just so that I can get around. I also have a duffel bag with a few changes of clothes in the back, because I don't plan to go back to Nevada County until Tuesday night. So it is Saturday morning right now. We are gonna keep driving south. I've just been trying to go the scenic route, the slow way, all the way along the water, because I don't really want to go anywhere I can't see the water. I love seeing the ocean. I'm still not over it. It's been like a week and a half, and I'm still not over it. I love seeing the open ocean rather than a bay with a bunch of islands. I love seeing the waves and hearing all of the sounds and all the sights. I love it. So I'm gonna keep enjoying that, but for the time being, I am stuck somewhere where there's a beach that is closed and there's no parking whatsoever. So I'm gonna wander off somewhere and find somewhere I can actually go to a beach or actually park this car. Okay, I'm apologizing in advance. I have both my windows down, so it's gonna be windy as hell if I take any video on one here, but I'm getting on one to go down toward Monterey, because that's so far the furthest south that I've gone. I apologize if there's a lot of wind because my windows are down because it's super hot out. Okay, I got off of one just so that I could get out of the traffic, and I found some cool stuff. Look at this crazy thing. You don't see that every day. So, believe it or not, this is not why I turned in here. The reason I turned in here is because there's this Lexus over here that is rocking no hood. It's great. Look at this. It's an ISF. Pretty lowered, not bad. But you don't see an ISF with no hood every day. That's kind of funny. Let's check out this crazy army truck thing. You don't see one of these every day. This is a paintball place somewhere just north of Monterey, and they have a bunch of old army equipment here. So look at this crazy thing. Talk about crazy vehicles to see. This is insane. It's got a bunch of extra tires for it in the back, which is kind of interesting. Those are some massive tires. And of course they're dualies, so they actually look a little bit skinnier when they're just singles, but look at this crazy thing. It's so huge. Look at it in comparison to my car. This is the craziest view that I was kind of after when I parked my car here, is just the size comparison is kind of funny. Look at that. Just the random stuff you find driving one. I cannot tell you guys how happy I am that my radiator fan is working again, because in traffic, we are mad chillin'. We are fine. Miata can handle traffic all day long, and thank God Miatas have like the easiest clutch in the world. Traffic opened up again. We good. Well, throttle cable fell off again. We're on the side of one. I'm gonna fix it real quick. I absolutely have to find some kind of lock for that throttle cable, because that just keeps falling off. This entire trip has just been shit falling off my car. I will say, being in California, right along the coast, has made me want nothing more than a classic Beetle to drive around. I have seen so many of them, and they're all super clean. They've all got like wood roof racks and chrome bits, and I just love it. I love it so much. I've always loved classic Beetles. I would love to find one and build it to be like a beach car. Have, you know, surfboards on the top and the interior all done and nice and comfortable just to cruise around in. Not even slam it. I'd even just leave it the way it is and just cruise around in it, because it seems to be the ideal car for here. Speaking of, there's one right down there. And all the Beetles here are like early 60s and beautiful, and I gotta find one. Okay, so we are down somewhere on Fisherman's Wharf here in Monterey, and actually the last time that I was here, I spent a lot of time right over in this area on this little bridge that goes over the tunnel. Now you may wonder why I was spending a lot of time here. Is because the last time that I really spent time in Monterey, I was here for Monterey Car Week, which was canceled this year due to COVID. And the other annoying thing due to COVID is now if you're walking down the street here, they can, without one of these, they can fine you $100, which sucks. Even if there's like nobody around and you're just kind of chilling, it's really annoying because it is so hot out and my breath is so stale. This really, really sucks. But at least we have an LTMC mask. At least we're representing. At least we have the LTMC shirt on as well. But I am gonna actually head into town. I didn't want to go back that way because that seems to be kind of the touristy area where there's a ton of people that I didn't want to deal with. So I'm gonna head into town this direction and find some food because I am hungry. One of the funniest trends that I've seen throughout this entire trip along the coast is Californians just kind of put boats anywhere. There are always boats somewhere on land. There's just boats everywhere, and it's hilarious. It's like, what's this gonna do for you other than look like a boat on land? Okay, the face covering signs are gone, so I think I'm safe to even just have it around my chin, but I'm at the ready. But I think the funniest few things that I've noticed about Monterey when I'm here during not Car Week is there are no exotics here. I've seen maybe a couple, and they were just kind of near some of the dealerships, so that's kind of to be expected. But it really makes Monterey Car Week that much crazier, is that normally there are like no exotics here, no crazy, insane hypercars and shit. But during Car Week, they are every single parking space of every single everywhere is some exotic. So it'll be interesting if we see any exotics at all here. I haven't really seen a whole lot on this trip. I've seen that one Ferrari 430 that we saw in Portland, and I've seen a few Mercedes AMGs and such around, but really not seeing very many. I'm actually hoping to find more imports, but another thing I've noticed is there aren't a lot of right-hand drive cars here. The reason for that is it's extremely expensive to import cars into California. It's a lot easier to do in Washington. It's why we have a lot more right-hand drive stuff. It was kind of regular for me to see Skylines up in Bellingham, but nothing here. This is a great place to car spot. Look at that Volkswagen wagon. Oh, it's so far away. I'll have to zoom in post. Look at that. It's so cute. I love it. This is a place that does classic cars mostly. So I just want to like peer in. I hope this is okay because some of these cars are really cool. Look at this Alpha. I love it. Good old Type R. Been a minute since I've seen one. Kind of cool. Okay, so this entire time, the only goal I had was to go to the water, to a beach, to anywhere I could be directly on the water. We finally accomplished that. Luke is wandering around somewhere south of here. I'm probably not gonna meet up with him, mostly because I'm super behind on schedule and I have to keep going south if I'm gonna get anywhere that I haven't been already, because I've already been through here. I just want to see something new. So, that said, I'm probably gonna hang out here for a little bit, enjoy the views, enjoy the sea breeze and the ocean air and everything, and then we're gonna get headed right back to 1, and we're gonna head straight south. Okay, I am heading south now. I'm gonna keep my camera on because the cars that I've been seeing around Carmel are absolutely insane. We're about to get into Carmel now, but even just north of Carmel, these cars that are around here, I've seen some incredible classics. I just passed a beautiful Porsche 928, which was extremely clean, like the cleanest 928 I've ever seen. This is just so cool. I mean, look, there's a Jaguar E-Type right here. Beautiful. I love it here. So, from what I've gathered in the last 10 minutes, in which I have just gotten fuel and looked around for a second, Carmel is just Monterey, but even more expensive, if you can possibly imagine that. So, that said, time to get the hell out of here. Guys, I just found a Laferrari Aperta on 1. What? That's insane. Wow. Miata Laferrari Aperta. What? Okay, I'm not trying to be rude and like, I'm trying to give him his space, but I can't ignore the fact that that's a Laferrari Aperta sitting in front of my car. What? Of all, I don't see any exotics along the coast, and then this. That's so insane. Okay, I think he's about to go. What? I can't believe I'm seeing this right now. That's so crazy. Okay, I'm just gonna sit in my car with this LaFerrari in front of me. I want to be as respectful as possible because I know exotic car owners have got to be sick of people like taking pictures of their car and such, especially something this rare. So I'm trying to be as respectful as I can, but I don't want to leave because when am I going to see another one of these? I just kind of want to like embrace the moment, I guess, for lack of a less cliche term, but what? What? And here's the other thing. Currently, we are facing southbound on 1, just north of Big Sur. There's a fire on, like, over 1, just south of Big Sur. So either way, if he keeps going south, he's gonna have to turn back this way. So the question is, do I just sit here and wait for him to pass when he has to turn around? Or is he gonna turn around now? Or is he gonna just keep going? Or do I just leave? I don't know what he's doing. It's just kind of idling there. He seems to be on the phone and I don't want to interrupt him, so I'm trying to give him his space. But this is, I'm speechless right now. This is crazy. It is definitely not too often that you see a Laferrari Aperta parked on the gravel on the side of a highway in the middle of nowhere. That's unreal. I wonder where he's gonna try and go. I don't know what his plan is here, but we'll find out. He's in reverse. There's a bunch of cars coming. I'm guessing he's just waiting for an opening. Mind blown. I am mind blown. Okay, I talked to the owner of the LaFerrari. He's totally okay with me taking pictures. I got a few good shots with my good lens. He knows that he has to turn around like 15 miles down the road, so he's trying to turn around here. But I'm guessing he's just waiting for the car to reset or something. I think it's in some weird setting where it doesn't want to go or something like that. So I think he's just got to like wait a couple minutes and then it can go. So I'm gonna give him his space. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna turn around and dip on out north because I have to go back up to Carmel in order to get anywhere south because I can't go on this road because this road's closed in like 15 miles. So that's insane to see. A LaFerrari Aperta just on one somewhere like north of Big Sur. Who knew that I would find this today? That's so crazy. Okay, officially screw every other piece of this vlog. This is the only important thing, is this LaFerrari. So that said, I'm facing northbound now. I found Audi TT. Girl, I like your car. I tried to compliment you, but you ignored me. But I like your car. He has to turn around. He said he was gonna try and turn around, so I kind of want to wait here and just get a quick clip of him passing. It's such a significant car that it's worth it to me to just wait here. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm literally just like looking at my rearview mirror in case he comes by, because this is so insane. But I didn't want to like pester him or anything. He seemed like a very nice guy, was very cool with me taking photos and everything, and seemed like everything was okay. So I'm not too worried about it. I hope I didn't annoy him at all. I want to try and be as respectful as possible. Owner of the LaFerrari Aperta, if you see this, I'm sorry if I was weird. I just really, really like the car, and I really want to like, I want to like soak in the fact that I was able to see one of these today, because that's not at all how I thought today would go. And this isn't even like a supercar channel. Like, we don't really even do a lot of supercars on here. I used to do a lot of car spotting. I've only ever seen one other LaFerrari Aperta, and that's the white one that's in Seattle. I've never seen this black one. The red pinstriping looks insane, and I would love to get a shot of it from the front, so that's kind of why I'm just waiting for him to pass. So I'm gonna hang out here for a bit. We got some beautiful views anyway. So I'm not complaining at all. Can I also just say that you're in a wealthy place when, number one, you see a LaFerrari Aperta somewhere just randomly on the road, but also when you haven't seen a single Porsche Boxster, but every other car is a Porsche 911. The Cobra is here. Crazy. We are going back to the classic LTMC days before LTMC was LTMC, when I was just car spotting. So we've got my car, this Audi TT, which I actually really like, the Cobra, and then somewhere down the road, at some point, a LaFerrari Aperta that I'm just dying to see fly past me here. Because I know if you're in a LaFerrari Aperta, all you want to do is haul ass. So I'm gonna get a quick clip of the Cobra. This is the same one that Luke and his dad were renting. These two people are also renting it. They're from Arizona. They seem very nice. Really cool for them to stop and say hi. And then my car. And wherever that LaFerrari is, I'm just gonna wait. literally just sitting here on a completely silent road. TT girl just took off. Apparently not her car either, but still cool. Literally just sitting here on a completely silent road with the sound of the ocean, this incredible view. What a great day. What an absolutely incredible day. I hate being that guy because it kind of makes me feel like a creep, but I know that he's got to wait for a really big gap in the road for him to turn around, because that car probably does not have the turning radius of, say, a Miata, and he's probably got to wait for quite a big gap in order to get it to actually do a U-turn on one. The other shitty thing is that one right now is half repaved, half not. So he's also got to deal with this gap here in the road, which really sucks, especially for a supercar owner. I scraped on it. I can't even imagine. He's probably pretty close to as low as I am, unless he uses the front lift, which I hope to God he does, because I don't want to see that car scraped on anything. That would hurt my soul more than bottoming out on anything in this car. The great thing about waiting for a really big gap for this LaFerrari is that he's gonna come down this straight behind me where all these cars are, completely alone, and it's gonna be the shot of a lifetime. So I'm gonna wait here as long as it takes to get that shot, because that's what videographers and photographers do. You do it for the shot. That is the moral of the story. Do it for the shot. Unreal. Absolutely unreal.